If you've been injured, the insurance company that you hear from is not there to help you.
Don't get bullied by insurance companies. Call Jason Ernest and bully them back at 775-727-9500.
Nye County commissioners have approved spending nearly $200,000 to buy 87 thermal imaging cameras with integrated spotlights, similar to the ones you see here, to be installed on Sheriff's Office patrol vehicles. Captain David Boruchowitz says the cameras will help officers spot criminal activity and assist in locating people during search operations.
This equipment is replacing the spotlight on our driver's side patrol vehicles. And what it's doing is it's providing an LED spotlight that replaces the halogen ones. And on top of that, it gives us a thermal imaging camera that allows us on the MDC to see in the complete dark, for instance, out in a field, in a ravine, and be able to try to look utilizing the FLIR technology. There also would be the occasion of driving, for instance, through a dark neighborhood and being able to see that there's someone laying under the car in a driveway about to commit a burglary or having just committed a burglary. So it will be useful for prevention of crime when our guys are out in the middle of the night patrolling the neighborhoods trying to keep everybody safe.
Commissioner Leo Blundo expressed some concerns about how the cameras might be used, fearing they might be used to look into people's homes. But Boruchowitz says the cameras will only see in open air and cannot see through walls.
I have a concern that this could potentially violate somebody's Fourth Amendment right of search and seizure because, correct me if I'm wrong, you'd be able to scan somebody's house looking for them, correct?
It is not that way, no.
Okay.
It is not of significant capability to see through the walls. It's intended for open spaces. For instance, we tested it during the trials with like a bush, and you could just barely see in the bush the difference in color in the open areas of that bush.
So what is your intended use for this item?
To be able to locate people, for instance, you have somebody run out into the desert, which happens periodically, be able to see them. There are times where we have people that are lost in a ravine. It's in the middle of the night. We'll be able to immediately be able to look down into that ravine and look for heat signatures. It'll be utilized for those type of operations out in the patrol.
District Attorney Chris Arabia says while there have been cases involving the misuse of such thermal imaging cameras, they could still be a useful tool for law enforcement.
There was a Supreme Court case that had to do with detecting an image inside a house, and they considered that to be a search. But there's a lot of good uses that were outlined. So given how dark it is in a lot of places out here, I think that we should probably defer to the police as to what can help them. And if someone gets rescued because of this technology, then I think it pays for itself. And if someone's rights get violated, then their lawyer will take it up with the DA's office and the courts, and we'll figure out what to do from there.
In the end, commissioners voted 5-0 to approve a bid submitted by MSM Public Safety for just over $198,000. That includes 87 LED spotlight and optic thermal imaging camera units, installation support, training, and technical support. The cameras would be wired into the in-car computers, allowing officers to view camera images on the computer screen. Captain Boruchowitz says they hope to have the majority of these new cameras installed within the next 30 days.